It's on different colours.
Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Holly and I am the creator and maker of Sprinkle Club. Well, it is 2022. Can't quite believe it. I felt like 2021 wasn't even a full year. I'm like, you know when you only just about register that it's 2021 and now all of a sudden it's 2022 and 2021 is gone and I'm like, I'm not over the fact that it's just turned 2021 when it actually hasn't, obviously, but it feels like that. I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but it definitely feels like that for me. So today is the 2nd of January 2022, not 2021. Yesterday I went up to the north of England to go, if you saw in the B-roll at the start, I went to the north of England to go to the Harry Potter Forbidden Forest experience last night, and yeah, it was amazing. It was really, really cool. So good first day to 2022. Oh my god, you know when you're like writing the dates down and stuff on things, I know I'm gonna do 2021 and then you do the 2 over the 1 and stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was a lovely evening, nice food. Obviously walked around the forest and stuff, and yeah, it was really, really cool. So if anyone's thinking of doing it, I would recommend doing it. I think they're only running it for a few more months because it's more of a nighttime thing. So obviously in the summer it doesn't get dark until like 10. So I think as soon as the nights start drawing out a bit more later in the evenings, I think they're going to stop it and maybe bring it back every winter or something. That's my thinking of anyway, because I think there's a lot of like lights and stuff, so obviously if it was light it wouldn't really work. But yeah, if anyone's interested, I would go. It was in Cheshire, I think it's called, Cheshire. Yeah, Cheshire, up in the north of England, and yeah, it was really, really good. Okay. Today I've got my trusty iPad with all my notes on. Today I am going to be going through all of the things and goals and things that I want to achieve in 2022. I have never done anything like this before. I don't know why, because I've actually really enjoyed planning all of this out. But I find it hard because obviously I work full time. When I go to my desk in the evening, sometimes I feel a bit lost of what I need to do. Obviously I have to-do lists and stuff, but I feel this will help me, give me direction of what to do. Because basically I've written a load of stuff down, broken it down into monthly and weekly goals. So every week I need to do so and so in order to achieve my overall bigger goals. Okay, to start off going through my goals, my first goal is to grow three of my, so for social media there's obviously a lot of things you can do. There's Facebook, Twitter, all that, but Facebook and Twitter don't work for me. I don't go on them. I haven't gone on Facebook in about 5 years, I think. Twitter, I got it once and I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing, and I'm more of a visual person, and Twitter I know is very word orientated and opinions and stuff like that, and that's not really for me. So the 3 things that I want to grow is YouTube, obviously. Hello, if you're here, you are helping. Next is Instagram, which probably is the thing that I'm most active on and the most I get to talk to my audience and really interact with them, obviously with Instagram stories and posts and things like that. Next is TikTok. Now, I don't feel I've really spent a lot of time on TikTok at the moment, but I know the potential to really push your business and get sales and things like that. I know it's really amazing for that, but I know that you need to post literally 3 to like 6 times a day. It's literally like ridiculous if you really want to go massive on it, which is not feasible for me at the moment. But at the moment I'm trying to do 1 short video a day, which is kind of doable. Probably not every day, but I'm trying to do 1 a day. So hopefully to get all these growing. And so YouTube, I'm going to do 1 a week if I can. Obviously it might overrun sometimes if I'm busy and things like that. Instagram, just keep on going with what I'm doing, trying to keep up once a day and talking on my stories, because that talking on stories is really good for engaging with my audience and things like that. Next, I want to reach 500 orders on my website. So at the moment, I think I'm about 113 roughly. So it's only about 380 something orders to go, which doesn't sound like, it sounds like a lot, but if you spread that over the year, it's not actually that much. In order to get to that goal, I'm gonna work on my SEO on my website, obviously signpost people from my Instagram and stuff, YouTube, everything to my website to get more traffic and things like that. Last year I focused heavily on Facebook ads, which were good, but they are very, very, very expensive and they add up a lot. So this year I'm deciding to take a step back from Facebook ads and try and get more organic reach. Okay, this year I would like to create 50 new products to add to my website, Etsy, things like that. Because I know, especially on Etsy, it's obviously your products need to be quality, but the more products you have out, the higher your conversion rate should be, because there's more touch points out there for people to find you. So if you only had 1 product on Etsy, there's only 1 possible way someone could find you, and it's through that 1 product. If you had 2,000 products, there's 2,000 ways people can find you, and obviously with percentages and all that, the likelihood of someone like making a sale is going to be higher, obviously. So I think, I'm not sure how many products I've got. I feel I've got about 50 on my website and Etsy. So I'm hoping this year, if I can do 1 new product, design 1 new product a week, over the year, that'll obviously add up to about 50-ish new products. Because I always put like creating new products on the back burner quite a lot, and I know that I need to just keep going, refreshing, bringing out new stuff all the time, just to keep people interested and coming back and just having a lot more to offer, basically. Okay, next is wholesale orders. So last year I did I think it was like a 6-week course, so it was 1 session a week for like an hour and a half, I think, of how to do wholesale. So if anyone doesn't know, I only discovered this really last year, what wholesale was. So wholesale to me back then was like, you know, like shops and stuff when they go to like a food place and they get all their wholesale food and stuff to sell in their shop. That's what I thought wholesale was, which it is basically, but wholesale for me as a small business is, so I want to try and get my products into shops, gift shops, things like that. So that's what wholesale is to me. But I literally didn't even really get that until last year. So yeah, this year I want to get 5 wholesale orders if I can from 5 different suppliers. So I actually had my very first one. Is it last week or this week? I think it was this week. I remember it was from America, so I woke up in the morning, checked my phone, and you know when you just like, you're looking and you're like, oh my god, and you just like internally scream? That's what I did. Yeah, it was amazing. Even now I'm still like, oh my god, like, oh. Yeah, so I got that through Fair, so Faire, which is a wholesaling website. If you would like to get on there, you've just got to apply and they'll either reject you or accept you. And yeah, you just add all your products in, your wholesale prices, all that. And yeah, I got my first wholesale order. So they ordered 5 wrapping paper designs, but like a bulk of each one. And yeah, it was amazing. Even now I'm still like, what? But yeah, it was really cool. Okay, next is one that is going to save me a lot of time, but also make me look like I'm really active and stuff. So next is schedule and batch things to go on social media, which I do not do enough of. I always like try to and I want to, but I just don't, just because yeah. But this year it's gonna change. I'm gonna do it. I use later.com to schedule all my Instagram posts. I just find for Instagram especially, it is one of the better ones, because you can get stuff like Hootsuite and things like that, which do Facebook, Twitter, all that. And obviously because I'm only really using TikTok and Instagram, I don't necessarily need any of the others. And this one, in terms of usability, you can plan out your Instagram feed in terms of like aesthetic and stuff, which I think it works really well. Because you know when you like posting something and you're not sure whether it's going to clash with the post before, or so it's good for like moving all your images around and planning it all out, schedule it all, set all the times, all the captions, hashtags, all that, and then yeah, just let us do a thing. So yeah, definitely gonna do more of that, just so I've got more time to just create new products, create YouTube videos, all stuff like that. Okay, next is to keep to my content pillars. So this was another thing that I learned last year. So if anyone doesn't know what content pillars are, it's basically, so say you're looking through your Instagram and what are your main things in your business. So say if you do illustration, for example, it could be, you normally do about 6 content pillars. So it could be like illustration, the brushes you use, pattern design. I'm trying to think of it, I'm not really good with stuff like this, but you get the gist anyway. And I've gone through my Instagram and looked at all the things, all my posts and stuff that have performed really well, and kind of factored that into my content pillars. So my content pillars so basically your content pillars are what you would post on Instagram, but you would post them, so not the same content pillar would have been posted twice. It would be posted in an order basically, so they're all spread out. So when someone lands on your Instagram feed and they see the top 6 posts, they would be your content pillars basically, so they can get just from those first 6 images what you are all about. So for my content pillars, I've got like a picture of me or Newt, because we are both a main part of the brand. Next is like a relatable quote. So my relatable quotes, like, well, I did one that was like, pizza makes life better or something, and obviously did really well because it's really relatable. People can relate to it and they're really shareable as well. So if people share them to your story, someone might click on it and then follow you. So they're all really, really good for things like that. Next would be one of my products. So obviously I sell stuff, so it can't be all about me and quotes and stuff. I'm at the end of the day, I am business, so I need to pepper in between things my products, or if I've got a new release or anything like that. Next would be like a little diagram or infographic. I'm still not 100% sure on that one. I might change that one, because I'll put a picture there. I did before Christmas, I did a little pie chart with how much Christmas shopping you've done, and that did quite well. And I was thinking you could apply that to loads of other things as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pie chart, it could be other stuff. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. I'm going to keep it in anyway for now. Next is behind the scenes. Loads of people literally love seeing behind the scenes, like all of this, what I'm currently working on my computer, my desk, just general surroundings. Like, I know I love looking at behind the scenes, so I'm sure all of your followers would too. And last but not least is your values. So I'm not 100% sure on my values, but one of them, for example, is like being eco-friendly. So swapping out mailing things for more eco-friendly ones, or packaging or things like that. So if you portray that across to your audience and they're really eco-friendly as well, then you'll really connect with them because you've got the same values. Next is passive income streams. So this is things like digital assets that you've created, such as art prints, digital like planner templates and stuff. So these could go on Etsy or your website, and you would upload the design and then they would download it and print it off themselves, or if it was like a digital planner, they would have like a PDF and upload it to their iPad or whatever. So stuff like this is great because when the order comes through, you literally don't have to do anything. You could be anywhere in the world and you could have all these digital assets, people could be buying them, and you're actually doing nothing. So the hard work is setting it up, creating all the things, of course. And then once that's done, unless you want to create more stuff, there's not really like tons you need to do. Obviously, you might come across some speed bumps that you might need to update something because it wasn't working or things like that. But generally, like as a passive income thing, digital downloadable assets are a really good way. So I am definitely going to do some research into that, see how easy it is to do, or it might be really difficult, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to try it just to see how it works and yeah, see if it does well for me. Okay, I've already been doing this, but I want to get some more sustainable supplies and packaging. So as time has gone out throughout my business, as things have been running out that aren't so eco-friendly, I have been swapping them out. So I've got some bubble wrap still at the moment, but when that runs out, I will be swapping to something else. What else? Yeah, so like greeting cards and things like that. I've never actually used plastic, but before I would literally just have the envelope and the card loose in an envelope, which they kind of would float around a bit. But now I've got these paper clasps which hold them all together, which is quite secure, and it doesn't leave any like residue on the cards or anything, so that's great. Obviously way less packaging. There's loads of other stuff I could swap out as well, but I'm taking one step at a time and I'm trying to use up what I've got at the moment, because if I throw it out, it's just defeating the object at the moment. So trying to use up all my non-eco-friendly stuff and then hopefully find other stuff and swap it out. Okay, next one as well is probably going to take a bit of time because I need money and stuff to transition all this stuff. So my packaging for that I send my products out in, like my envelopes and my boxes and stuff, are quite basic. I used to spend loads of time doing all this tissue and stuff like this, and as time has gone on, I've just kind of stripped back and I'm just doing the basics, you know, just a few stickers and stuff. But I absolutely love when I get something and it's got loads of these really cool stickers. It's got a cool sticker sealing it all together, and you open it up and there's like sweets and all this stuff. So I absolutely love that. So I do want to try and get to that level. I know it costs quite a lot to get all of those bits, and at the end of the day it is packaging, so it's not a number one priority, but I would like to look into it and see what's possible in terms of money and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look at that. That is like a goal probably in the distant future because it's not a priority right now, but something to think about anyway. Okay, I think I'm pretty much coming to the end. The last thing I want to say is, so everything I've listed there, I now need to, I've kind of done some of it, but I need to split it up into monthly and weekly goals, because otherwise something like my first one, growing my YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, like, yeah, great, but they are not actionable points. You need to break that down into monthly, weekly goals, even daily goals of how the hell you're going to get from A to B. I think basically that is what I struggled with in 2021. My goals were so high level, like grow your Instagram or get blah blah blah. It, like, that is not actionable. You need to break it down into literally little points, like, so posting one Instagram grid reel a day, talking on your stories for a few minutes a day, posting one reel a week. You know, it needs to be like really broken down, comment on 3 videos a day or anything like that. So yeah, that's what I need to do now. I need to break down all of these things, and so I can achieve these goals, but in small little bite-sized chunks. So yeah, they are all my goals for 2021. They all look a bit daunting, you know, but I don't know what it is. Like, I know a lot of people feel like this too. When it's like a new year, it's kind of like a fresh start, so you know you've got a full year to try and get from A to B. I know you can start this at any point, but I feel, especially when it's the start of the year, you know by the end of December, blah blah blah, if you've got to your goal or not. Okay, something I forgot to mention, for every month of the year, I have created like a form that I am going to fill out at the end of every month. So this is basically to tell me like how far I've progressed since the month before. So things I've got on here are like my orders for the month, my revenue, how many visitors I've had to my website, say, my conversion rate, how, like, my followers, so how, like, for YouTube example, how many views I've had, my watch time, how many new subscribers I've got. So I'm going to do this at the end of every month, so when I can look back, I can see that in 6 months or whatever, when I look at all this stuff, I can see how much I've actually grown and see what I'm doing is actually working and helping to achieve my goals. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, so I will put a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link, it's just something that I think is like awesome and I think everyone should have. So it is basically a A2 planner, so it's quite big, that I am going to put on the wall by there, and it has got all the key dates over the whole year of things that you need to prepare for. So I think I've ordered it, so I think it's coming tomorrow or the day after. So it's got things like Valentine's Day, so it'll say like 3 or 4 weeks before, it'll say, right, okay, you need to prepare anything that you're going to sell on Valentine's Day. And then, yeah, so it's basically got everything planned in before the events happen. So you can look at that on a daily basis and figure out what you need to do in order to be ready for when that event comes along. So like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, all that jazz. So I haven't actually got it yet, but the reviews are amazing and I've seen the design and stuff and I just think it's amazing and it's a really good idea. So yeah, that along with all my goal planning and weekly and daily tasks, I'm hoping that I will be really on track this year, maximise my time and hopefully not miss anything, and yeah, really be on top of my business and hopefully have a really successful year. Okay, well that is everything from me. I'm pretty sure I have covered everything. I don't think I've missed anything out. I probably have, but if you would like to see more videos from me, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. And also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, it's at sprinkle.club. And yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye!